There's a book of Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lies with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. First and foremost, I would like to say, call out Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Kakodash, the ones to the apostles and elders, great millstone of the will. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole flag, to all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers, stay strong, pushing it was quick lesson. And I came across the article from RT News, and the statistics that are coming out regarding the alphabet people, the bunch of weirdos, is that it pretty much shows you that this place is done, man. This place morally, spiritually is fucked up, man. It's all the way down to the ground. Okay, this place is far gone, man, and there's no saving America. There's no saving this world. Okay, because of what Esau pushes out there. Esau pushes that Baphomet spirit, and he pushes it to the young people, to the children, by way of what? By the school system. Okay, they're starting to teach children, little boys and little girls, that it's okay to be a alphabet individual. Okay, men with men and women with women. Men could wear women's clothing, vice versa. And this is what they're teaching our children in the school systems. So that's why the numbers, they're, when it comes to these alphabet people, is increasing, because they get them at a young age. They indoctrinate them. They condition our children to believe this shit. Okay, to believe that this demonic spirit, because that's what it is. This alphabet shit. It's the alphabet spirit. It's a demonic spirit. Okay, but anyways, it says in the article, 1 in 6 Americans under 23 say they're LGBTQ, as more people in the U.S. than ever identify as non-heterosexual. Okay, so when you call someone a heterosexual, it's the same thing as, saying someone's straight. Okay, as a matter of fact. So I went ahead and I looked up the word straight, right? So straight is for the second definition, it says properly positioned so as to be level, upright, or symmetrical. So the key word there is upright. So when you say someone, for example, I might tell someone, "Oh no, I'm straight," right? Pretty much you're saying that you're upright. Okay, so when you tell someone, also when people say, let's say there's a criminal, right, and he's done with that life, he's done committing crime and shit like that. He tells his partners or whatever, I'm a fly straight now. From now on, I'm flying straight. Meaning he's gonna be good. He ain't gonna be breaking no laws. He ain't gonna be committing no criminal activity. So he's flying straight. He's gonna be good. Okay, and like it says right here in the second definition, upright. Okay, what is to be upright? Is to be righteous. Okay, to be good in the eyes of the Most High. Okay, now the opposite of straight is crooked. Okay, which I went ahead and did the same thing with crooked, which means bent or twisted out of shape or out of place. Dishonest, illegal. Okay, so when you say you're straight, that means you're good, you're upright. But when the opposite of that, which is to be crooked, it means you're dishonest. Okay. So I went down here and it says, what does it mean if someone is crooked? It says, if you describe a person or an activity as crooked, you mean that they are dishonest or criminal. And that's exactly what crooked is. That's exactly what these alphabet people are, man. They're a bunch of criminals. Why? Not because they're breaking the laws of Esau. Okay, because Esau prescribes to that shit. Esau pushes it out there. Okay, he wants everybody to turn into a fucking weirdo. But they're being criminals because they're breaking the true law. The law that only matters. The law that carries weight. Which is what? The laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And like I read in the scripture right here. I don't think I read it. Let me just go ahead and read it. This is Leviticus 20 verse 13. If a man also, now this is the law of the Most High, okay? because the law of Esau doesn't matter. Okay, the law of Esau carries no weight. It holds no power. Okay, because the law of Esau, as a matter of fact, they push wickedness. Okay, they allow you to be certain things that you're not supposed to be in the eyes of the Most High, in the laws of the Most High. So that's another reason that proves that Esau's a fucking devil, man. Because, you know, not only does he push his own law, but if you keep the law of the Most High, guess what? You're considered wicked in this society. Okay, in this society, to be good is to be bad. Okay, and if you're a bad person, which is to be wicked, you're considered good in this society. So everything is flipped upside down, man. Okay, if you're a righteous individual in the eyes of this world, in the eyes of Esau, guess what? You're considered wicked, just like us. If we believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we believe the 100% truth, guess what? We're going to be deemed a bunch of demons, a bunch of terrorists. You know, they're going to put us up there with like the worst of the worst criminals. That, you know, they're going to put us up there with Hitler. You know, and that's what Esau's doing, man. He's been looking at the so-called, as the devil calls us, you know, the black Hebrew Israelites. They always got to add that word black. Okay, which is we're just the Hebrew Israelites. That's it. Okay, there's nothing black about us. Okay, because that word black means to be void of light, to be wicked, pretty much to be in darkness. Okay, if you really want to be technical, with the skin tone of our people is from a dark shade of brown to a lighter shade of brown. Okay, different shades of brown when it comes to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Okay, because just the so-called black man, he ain't the only Israelite. Okay, because you also have the so-called indigenous people, like the Latinos and the Native American Indians. Okay, we make a part of those 12 tribes. But anyways, going back to the point that according to the law of Esau, this law right here in the scriptures that I'm about to read is considered wicked in his eyes. But it says Leviticus 20 verse 13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lies with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So if a man lies with another man, right, as you know, a man is supposed to lie with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. Both those men that slept with each other, had sex with each other, which first of all, a man can't have intercourse with another man. Same thing with the woman, you know, on another woman. That's an impossible thing. Okay, you can't reproduce, you can't have children when you do that shit. So that in itself shows you that this ain't natural. Speaking about the natural, I'm gonna go ahead and get Romans chapter 1 after I read this one. But it says both of them have committed an abomination. That's an abomination, man. That's a disgusting, filthy fucking act that Esau allows these people to do and to be. And like the article said, that people, you know, 1 in 6 Americans under 23 years of age are part of that fucking, you know, Baphomet Club. That's what I'm going to call it, the Baphomet Club, man. Okay, but it says they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So when you bring the scripture out, guess what Esau did? You know, he calls pretty much, he looks at us as we're a bunch of demons. Because in his laws, in his eyes, to be a part of the Baphomet Club, you're considered to be righteous. As a matter of fact, they'll put you on a pedestal. They'll put you on all the TV shows. They'll put you on all the fucking top movies. Just look at Hollywood, man. Okay, look at Hollywood. All the different movies that are coming out now. You gotta have 1 or 2 people from the Baphomet Club, whether they be man or woman, whether they be a man dressed as a woman. But they always got to put them in the top scenes, in the top spots of these different movies or different shows. And that's the agenda that they're pushing. So now the people have seen that shit so much that people don't even care about it no more. They're like, oh, you know, if it's not affecting me, then shit, you know, let them be what they want, you know. That's the mentality of these people, because they've been conditioned to see that shit so much that it's okay for them now. They're like, oh, you know, man, you know, whatever makes them happy. That's the answer that these people give now. Whatever makes you happy. But it says they shall surely be put to death. They got that Esau has to grab these people up and put them to death. Esau says he believes in the Most High, right? He swears in on the Bible. He says he's a Christian. He's a God-fearing individual. But his actions say otherwise. Because if he was really for the Most High, he would be, not only would he be condemning this shit, but he would be grabbing these Baphomet Club people and putting them to death. But is he doing that? Absolutely not. Like I said, he'll put them on the bigger roles of different movies and TV shows like that. He'll put them on a pedestal. Okay, but so once again, you see, that's why when you call someone straight, that means you're good, you're upright. Okay, but then when you call someone crooked, because that's the opposite of straight, right? Crooked is to be a criminal. So if you're part of that Baphomet Club, guess what? You're a criminal. You're committing crimes. Okay, you're committing crimes against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And guess what? Certain crimes are unto death. Okay, there's some crimes that hold less weight than others. Okay, there's some crimes that you might just get punished, for, let's say you steal something, guess what? You might have to give twofold of that. But then there's, heavier crimes that are just so outlandish, so abominable and filthy and disgusting that it's like, now fuck that. Death is the only solution for this type of mess right here. And this is one of them, man. If you're part of that Baphomet Club, guess what? The crime that you're committing is one that the sentence has to be of death. The punishment has to be death. Okay. But like I said, let me go ahead and get Romans chapter 1. This book of Romans chapter 1 verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Exactly. So even women are into that freaky deaky shit, man. That weirdo shit. A woman with the woman. Having sex with the woman. Which, like I said, that's not even sex. Okay, because the only way it could be deemed or considered a act of sex is if a man's penis enters a woman's vagina. Okay, that's sexual intercourse. That's really sex. But when you have a man doing that nasty shit to another man, that's not sex, man. That's fucking demonic as fuck. And even with the woman, like, a woman can't even penetrate another woman. But that's still, that's not sexual intercourse, man. That's a demonic act. Okay, which is against nature. Like I said, what these people are doing, these Baphomet Club people, it's in a natural thing. It's a unnatural thing, okay? A natural thing is for a man and a woman to have sex with each other. That goes back even since the beginning of time, and that's why the Most High gave Adam a woman. That's why he gave him Eve. Okay, Adam and Eve, like people say, right? It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Okay. Verse 27, it says, and likewise also the man leaving the natural use of the woman burned in their lust one toward another, man. So men with men and women with women, man. It says, so it continues on and says, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was meat. Exactly, and what was that recompense of the error which was meat? Death. And it clearly says it in the law, Leviticus 20, I just read it, verse 13. That they both shall be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. So that's the recompense that people that do this shit, that are part of the Baphomet Club, that's the sentence and the punishment that they have to receive. But in this society, absolutely the fuck not. Okay, they won't do it. That's why this place is gonna be destroyed, man, and it's getting worse. This Baphomet Club is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger as each year passes by, and the children that are being taught this shit grow up. They grow up to believe and think that this is okay. and then they become that. It's all witchcraft, man. This shit is witchcraft. What Esau's doing, pushing this shit through the school systems to our children, okay, and even the children of the mother heathens, is because it's witchcraft. But anyways, going to verse 32, skipping down to verse 32. Romans chapter 1 verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Exactly. And that's straight to the point. Death. Okay, but anyways, with that, I'm going to say, call Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakudash. Till next time, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bratazah, I'm going to say Shalom.